Livius here, and today we're going to be doing a best class setup for Black Ops 3. The reason I'm doing this is just because if you saw one of my recent videos, I said that I got the new DLC, and I've been playing all the new DLC maps and stuff like that, and they're all pretty small, so I was like, you know what, small maps equals shotguns or SMGs. I started using some of the shotguns, found out that the BRECCI is the best fucking gun in the game. It's so goddamn good, it's incredible. Like, I mean, it's usually, like, on these small maps, it absolutely just rapes. And you'll see this whole game, I don't think I actually aim in with the gun once. So you don't even need to have like a lot of the perks that help you or perks or attachments that help you like aim down sight quicker, or like aim down sight while running or anything like that. You don't have to worry about using all those. You can just like hip fire off the hip and it just works out perfectly, and you don't even have to use laser sight. So we're gonna jump right into the class. Obviously we have the 205 BRECCI, and I have the etching camo, which is like an epic one that was just I think it was one of the new like patches when they released all those new like those guns and stuff like that. It's pretty nice. I like it. And then the three perks I use are long barrel, extended mags, and fast mags. So extended mags and fast mags, apparently, like I remember in World MW3, I remember a thing with the USAS where like if you used extended mags, it did more damage or like had more range or something like that. I don't know if that's still true. Like I haven't really like looked into it much, but I remember that being like some weird like little extra tip about having extended mags. But I just kind of use it just to have 17 bullets in the clip, so I can just like not really reload like a lot. Because if you just saw the clip right there, I just fired a bunch of shots. You usually have to use 2 or 3 to kill a person, and say if there's like 2 or 3 guys, you want to have as many bullets in the clip as possible. And then I also use long barrel just for the increased range, and that also really just helps out when I'm shooting at range, really. I mean, I can just kill people from a tad farther away, which helps out sometimes, and it does a little bit more damage at longer ranges. Fast mags, just obviously, after every kill, I usually like to reload just to make sure, like, I don't know, I have enough bullets going into the next gunfight, which is kind of like counterbalancing the fact that I have extended mags. So maybe you could switch out like the extended mags if you wanted to for like maybe rapid fire. But I heard that rapid fire in this game doesn't really like work like you kind of think it does. It doesn't work as good as you think it would. So maybe you can like sub in I guess rapid fire or like quick draw or stock or something like that, depending on if you want to aim in. But you only need quick draw and stock if you want to aim in, and really grip too. So I mean, those three really don't help out that much. And then I use 4 perks. The first one I use Ghost just because I hate when my teammates suck dick and then the other team gets a bunch of UAVs and then I'm on the map all the time and then I die because of it. So that's why I use Ghost. I know it's kind of like everyone's like, oh, you're a bitch. And there's a lot of other attachments I want to use. I want to use Afterburner or Sixth Sense, but I decided to use Ghost on most of my classes just because I can't stand it when I'm constantly on the UAV and stuff. And then I use Fast Mags, swap weapons faster or aim faster after sprinting. I don't know. I can't really find a very good second perk. So I just kind of use that one just because I think it's like the best. I mean, you could possibly, nah, you can't really do anything without that. But I mean, Scavenger if you want that. You really won't run enough ammo because you have a crap ton of ammo in this gun anyway. And if you go on a super, I mean, if you go on like a nuclear streak, you might need it. But usually you get like maybe like a few like burst kills, like 5 or 10 streaks, and then die. Just because it's hard to constantly find people very close range, except for if you're playing on Skyjack or something like that. And then my last 2 perks are Gung Ho, which hip fire your weapons, deploy equipment, and throw grenades faster. I just do that for hip fire your weapons. I mean, while sprinting. I just do it because I'm constantly sprinting and it's easier. It's just, that is probably the most vital perk of this whole class, honestly, just because it's just incredible when you can just be running around and then just start hip firing and continue to be running. Like you'll see, like I'll just use it all the time in this game. And then the last thing I use is Blast Suppressor. I just started recently using that because I started realizing how useful it actually is, because I remember at the beginning of the game people were like, you don't really need Blast Suppressor as much as you did in Advanced Warfare, because Advanced Warfare, like, the bleep that appeared on the map was so big, and it was like so like, there is a person behind me, I know this. And now in this game it's like, it's a less of like a bleep on the map, or like a dot, or like a blip I'm trying to think of. But I think it's still useful. Especially if you're trying to get in the spawn, you're kind of like jumping around, shit like that. It can just be really helpful. And that's really all I have for the class. Just use this class. Just be very rush heavy. Try to find some small. I don't use this like class every single map. I only use it really if I get a small map. But as you can see, the damage it can do on these small maps from watching this gameplay of just like dropping people like left and right. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Have a great day and goodbye.